But our top story now, never has Arizona shown it more. We're fighters, and we will not tolerate senseless crime.
Just look at how far we've come in the past 3 years. It was such a dark day when 6 lives were lost in the Tucson tragedy. But it's the strides our state is making since then that go down in history.
Namely, the recovery of those who refuse to die, refuse to be silenced, instead rising above and accomplishing the unthinkable. And what better way to celebrate that than with this symbolic leap from the sky? Now, Haylani Graff has more highlights from this entire day of remembrance.
Yeah, a very emotional day for everybody.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, we can count, you guys, how many people were shot, 18 that day. But really, there are so many other victims, family members of those who were there, the community as a whole that has weathered this tragedy. Everyone has a story of that day, and everyone has their own way of moving past it, rising above it. Not an easy place to go back to.
Very difficult, but dealing with it.
But Anna Bayless does return to the Safeway in Tucson, where a random shopping trip changed her world forever. Ron Barber, not yet a congressman at the time, was shot feet away from her.
When I looked and saw that he was in need, I basically did what I had to do.
Now, on each anniversary, she lays flowers on the spot where she helped save his life.
It's nice to see a lot of it in a nice display.
Jim Tucker didn't get to see the flowers left in the days after the shooting. He was recovering in the hospital.
You learn to accept, okay, a new normal.
Now he's taking the time to see some of the memorabilia preserved in a permanent library exhibit. For him, each year is about moving forward. At the University of Arizona, hundreds of people took the time to remember every single victim.
It's really terrifying to be faced with the loss of someone that you love so much.
Emma McMahon's mother is another survivor. She says today and every day is about recovery and reflection.
To remember and celebrate the people who we lost, and a time to come together as a family.
3 years, 3 perspectives, united as one forever. Part of moving forward is paying it forward for many of them. That last young woman is actually pursuing a career in government politics now as her way of honoring the democratic process and what Gabby Giffords was doing with her meeting that day. Also, the Tuckers, who you saw, have reached out to families involved in other mass shootings like those in Aurora, Colorado, to help talk about their shared experiences as a form of therapy, that support that they know firsthand how critical it really is.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you,
Incredible.
Nadia.